time in India. So I'm very happy to be around here. And I have come with a group of 9. If you allow me to have them stand up and wave to the audience, the Tanzanian delegation. This is the history of our relationship, Tanzania and India, is really historic. And so we are very happy to be here, as history can really tell. I come from the Govt Center. Govt is the Southern Agricultural Growth Corridor of Tanzania. And this is an institution that is facilitating change, transformation in the agricultural sector through public-private partnership. Our country is very big, and we have something like 945,000 square kilometers of arable land. So the potential for agriculture is very big. And so the government saw the need to really focus on what we call the corridor approach. So a section of the country, we focus on an area for the Southern Highlands, which is as big as the surface area of Italy. And within this corridor, we have clusters. Clusters, geographical areas where the support is focused, just like there are states here and the national government and the states are working through different models. Now, we are working as a partnership, public-private partnership. The Govt Center was launched, the initiative was launched in 2010 at the World Economic Forum. This partnership includes both national and international business, government to government, and civil society organizations to look at how we can transform the agricultural sector in the country. And the principles of this partnership is that we need to work with smallholder farmers because our country, more than 75% of us are engaged in agriculture. And it is smallholder agriculture. And the potential is so big. The country has all kinds of climates. We have places where we have, single-digit degrees centigrade, or sometimes it goes below 0 and you have frostbite. And we have areas along the coast, and we have masses of water. So the potential for agriculture is very big. And so engaging smallholder farmers and working in partnership, we are excited to see how in this SKRDP, how the government is really passionate about pushing development through SHGs and GLGs. This is really to be applauded because if public and private sector work together, we believe we can get transformation very quickly. Promoting innovative finance was seen as one of the biggest issues that we must address. And therefore, our being here and listening to what you're doing in SKRDP and what the financial sector, how the government is so passionate about relieving poverty and working with smallholder farmers and entrepreneurs is something to be reckoned with. Our financial inclusion has 4 categories. We have banks, mostly commercial banks, and they are owned by public and private sector, and most of these banks have branches in district areas. So the last mile connectivity is still low. We have microfinance institutions and money lenders. These are scattered across the country. And then we have the savings and credit cooperative organizations, what we call SACCOs, and agricultural marketing cooperatives. These are few, and they are still weak, but they are the ones almost serving the last mile financial connectivity. And then we have what is almost like the SHGs and GLGs, we call community microfinance groups, basically very informal. But now they are coming into the formalization through the new legislation that is coming up. And we have a National Financial Inclusion Council that is looking after all these innovations that we need to do. Now, we applaud the partnership between SKRDP and CELCO that is coming up with this incubation center that is international. And we are really looking forward to have this South-South cooperation, where we can have capacity building, we can partner, we can work together even in Tanzania with the organizations here. We can have SKRDP and CELCO working with us and other partners to replicate, even in Africa, that the good things that you have been doing here, investment bottlenecks, one of the biggest, is power connections. Yeah? We have power outages. We have places where there is no grid electricity. So what CELCO is promoting and through having the solar and all these other power connections is what we can partner with through the South-South cooperation in order for us to replicate, to have things done in a more environmentally friendly way. We need clean energy in order for us to manage climate change, which is ravaging the whole world, not only Tanzania. Therefore, really, our big takeaway from here, we have learned and seen how the various strata of the country is working together in communion, even the faith-based organizations pushing for poverty alleviation, the government, the private sector. This is something that is powerful. And we hope that this will grow and expand and can be emulated across the world. We also have seen that empowerment of women. Since I stepped here, I've been hearing SHGs, but it is all women, women, women. We have a saying in Tanzania that you empower a woman and you have empowered the whole community. So we are very impressed at how transformation, real transformation, practical transformation is being brought about by women. And in my country, we would say, women, oye! So we really want to thank CELCO Foundation and SKRDP for inviting us. We have learned a lot, and I promise you, there is a lot that we need to partner about to bring about transformation both in India and in Tanzania. Thank you very much, and if you allow me, with compliments, I have a report from the Subcourt Center so that Dr. Veerendra Heggade, I would like to give him this report to learn more about what the Subcourt Center is doing in Tanzania.
Thank you, Madam. One of the key output of this SHG conference is also the launching of the International Incubation Center. We request Shri D.V. Sadananda Gowda ji, Honorable Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, New Delhi, to please launch this International Incubation Center and deliver the keynote address.
Access to finance and access to energy are two intricate problems faced by the vulnerable people around the world. Many experiments have been made to overcome the barrier to the flow of funds and energy to the bottom of the pyramid. The Indian subcontinent is mother to some of the long-lasting sustainable initiatives in this context. The self-help group movement promoted by the Reserve Bank of India and taken forward by NABARD is a 3-decade-old program for making the poor people financially inclusive. It has given very good results in certain geographies of the country, more especially the South India. Bank networks being few and far between, ensuring branch level transaction has also posed a challenge. Initiation of branchless banking by appointing business correspondents is expected to provide a solution to the lack of branch network. Shri Kshsethra Dharmasthala Rural Development Project has adopted both self-help group and business correspondent model to provide access of finance to the poor people in a very organized and successful manner. In the process, it has developed several methodologies and technologies. In the energy sector, the Selco Foundation has been promoting innovative ideas over the last 2 decades. It is committed to provide access to energy. Livelihoods and micro enterprises in remote villages can thrive only when energy is available. The efforts of Selco Foundation to capture alternative energies, more especially solar, has given opportunities to the vulnerable community for taking up micro enterprises. The International Incubation Center, promoted jointly by SKDRDP and Selco Foundation, will focus on mentoring the NGOs, MFIs, CSR institutions, banks and government institutions on the novel ideas developed across the globe on these 2 aspects. It also proposes to handhold institutions for achieving the objective of financial and energy inclusion for all.
We request the Honorable Minister to give us valedictory address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. 64ನೇ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸಿದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ದೇಶದ ಮೂಲೆ ಮೂಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಂಥವರು, ವಿದೇಶದಿಂದ ಬಂದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Honorable Dr. Veerendra Heggade ji, other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate Dr. Veerendra Heggade and his team for organizing this mega event in which representatives from various countries across the world are participating, and thereby highlighting the initiatives that has been taken by Dharmasthala, Shri Kshsethra Dharmasthala Rural Development Program. And this interactive session certainly has already given a new ideas in the minds of the persons who are implementing all these programs. And as rightly said by Shri D.S.K. Rao, the 3 days deliberations that has infused certain new ideas, to innovative ideas to take it forward. I think I am the right man to talk about this D.S.K. Dharmasthala, Shri Kshsethra Dharmasthala Development Program, because I am a man hailing from the same district, and my constituency where I represented for the first time as the member of Legislative Assembly is the very neighboring taluk, that is Puttur taluk, Beltangadi taluk, where Dharmasthala is situated. I am closely associated with the members of the self-help group also, apart from getting all the guidance from Honorable Dr. Veerendra Heggade. So this is an occasion for me to learn so many things. The Secretary, Government of India, RDPR, he has in detail explained what are the steps that we are taking, how these self-help groups are made part and parcel of the development of the whole country. As early as in the year 2002, the then minister, the present Vice President of India, Venkaiah Naidu, after this project completed 20 years, he visited Dharmasthala along with his officers, and practically the initiatives that has been taken by this rural development program at Shri Kshsethra Dharmasthala was the model for the country in taking this rural development further. Recently, you might have seen Honorable Prime Minister himself visited, and he appreciated and he studied the model, and even digitization of the bank accounts of the self-help group members. That is really, it was laudable, and nearly more than 70,000 self-help group members were present on that day. The Prime Minister explained how the country can be taken forward with the participation of women entrepreneurs. I think as a minister there at the center, I should say that the initiation taken by this Dharmasthala self-help group is a model for us. It's a model for us, for the country. Today, all over the country, this model has been taken up, and the Rural Development Department is going ahead with this. I would like to highlight few initiations taken by the S.K. DRDP. Certainly, it is not a profit-making trust. The definition of service has been enunciated in this trust. Service means what? That we can study by looking into the details that has been taken by the Honorable Dr. Veerendra Heggade. They have done a very commendable job in organizing the community and help them in all their day-to-day affairs. You might have seen a poor man in the society. Usually, he works for the day only. Whatever he earns, he spends for the day. He will not have new plans. He will not have new innovative ideas. He will not think about his future. If something goes wrong, suddenly he will not be able to come out of that big issues which he faces in day-to-day life. Practically, this institution has guided all the poor people in Karnataka. Initially, it was started from Beltangadi, then in Dakshina Kannada. Now, it has expanded all over Karnataka and some other parts of the country also. Thereby, a motivation is given to a poor person, how he can plan for his future. What are the initiations that need to be taken care of, and how he can do his day-to-day activities. Whatever he earns, how he should be planned for the future also. All these issues has been taken care of after he joins the self-help group. They will train the poor people to plan for their future, how to set their goals, how to make investments, how to withstand in difficult times. These are all the issues that an ordinary, a poor man who doesn't have an education, he will not be able to understand. Once the people who are in distress, if they are not properly taken care of by the governments or by the society, automatically not only that family, even the whole system collapses. For that reason, the trainings have started. This helped with much needed credit facilities, trained for new skills, more organized activities. These are the areas of concern that has been taken by the SKDRDP. Because of this only, so many transformations has taken place. You can visit Dakshina Kannada district, from where this scheme was originated and where Honorable Dr. Veerendra Heggade took up the initiative. Today in Dakshina Kannada district, you can't see any thatched roof houses. Earlier there were so many thatched roof houses. Each and every house is connected with the drinking water, or they have got their own source of drinking water. Sanitation for each and every house is there. All SHG members, they have got bank accounts. They know how to operate the bank accounts. Digitization has taken place. Even though all these things were in the minds of the government, they could not able to do it. I think more than the government, this SKDRDP has done to the poor people in the whole state. Even you might be seeing in the budget, we will announce so many projects for the poor people. But unless it is implemented, the purpose will not be served. To get it implemented, the government has really, they don't have proper mechanism with them. When institutes like SKDRDP, when they motivate those people and they guide those people, when they say that, yes, these are the areas of concern, these are the steps that you need to take, this education in implementing the government projects was the need of the hour, and that has been done by this SKDRDP, and thereby the government schemes are also properly implemented. Even financial inclusion is one of the important areas of concern. Self-help group members, they started operating, then they started to save money. Earlier, every day they used to earn, in the evening they used to spend. They didn't have the idea of saving money, but after the training by RDP, automatically those people started saving money and they started to operate everything. Now they go for bank loans without any hassle. And even they can save money and deposit in the bank and utilize it for proper projects and works whenever some unavoidable things happens, then also they will go.